to go check out. Let's see what the day brings us.
Your tongue somewhere, don't know what to say. Stop and run around, oh you act like a kid. I am not your mama, just admit what you did. I got enough to do, then hang around and wait.
Alright, we are in Old Town Tbilisi. Old Town Tbilisi, if I'm saying that right. There's this little bakery. I was on a tour, and there's a bakery that my tour guide recommended. It's kind of a local Georgian dish. I don't know the name of it. We tried to ask, and it was quite a circus to get the name, so I don't know what this is called. If you know, please let me know. First one is a mushroom, I believe. Let's give it a try. Bread's definitely flaky. The mushrooms, you can definitely taste the earthiness of the mushrooms. Alright, I'm gonna try the other one that I got. This one should be potatoes. So it looks like potatoes, some herbs. I see some pepper in there. So let's give it a shot. Kind of creamier than the mushroom one. Not a lot of texture. Almost like mashed potatoes, essentially. Herbaceous. A little heavy. If it was warm, this would be really good. There is this Georgian lemonade. I actually found it the first time in Armenia. It's called nutty. See, there's no English on the bottle at all. If you see this bottle, this is it. Comes in, I think, 3 different flavors. So there's tarragon, which is an herb and that's kind of ubiquitous across Armenia, Georgia, and Azerbaijan. There's grape, which is another popular fruit in this region of the world. And I believe there's pear, which is everywhere. But it's like just very refreshing. It's not too sugary like a lot of the sugary drinks in America. And that's kind of why I fall in love with it. I almost think it's like carbonated gas water that's flavored. This is so delicious and so refreshing. I'll be honest, tarragon's not my favorite flavor. I like grape the most, but this drink in general is just one of a kind in this region of the world. So definitely try it if you're here. It's very fragrant. It's got a little spice to it, more like a little zest. It's not like over the top spicy, but you can taste a little bit of zest from the herbs. Overall, this is probably my favorite one, the mushroom. I just like the difference in the contrast. A little bit more kind of earthy, a little bit more meaty. You know, us vegans, mushroom is kind of our meat substitute, one of them. If it was warm, like this came out fresh out the oven, this would be absolutely amazing. To find this place, it is near a park. I'll put a link in the description. So let's continue our food tour in Georgia. Juice man to get some pomegranate juice. Pomegranates are ubiquitous all over the Caucasus region. So sweet, so refreshing. Gosh, juice. This is the Bridge of Peace. We are in the central of Tbilisi. I know I'm not saying that correctly. That's some beautiful architecture. I'm I think it was an Italian architect that designed this bridge. There's a police building, which is over there, President's Palace, as well as where the cable car system is. So we're eating some traditional Georgian food. All this is vegan. So right now we're going to start off with this mushroom. It's a fried mushroom in a clay pot. It seems to be a little bit of hot oil, but let's give it a shot. Kind of very, I know it's weird saying it for a vegan, but very meaty. The texture is kind of dense and thick. Definitely takes a little bit of the oil. Can taste a little bit like the smokiness from the mushroom sitting in that clay pot. Next up we have here is Khinkali. It's basically like a dumpling, but Georgians don't like it. You call it a dumpling. The dough itself is just flour, water, and there's one other ingredient that I'm missing. Let's give it a shot. To eat these traditional Georgian way is you want to bite it and you don't want the juice to hit the plate. That's a no-no. And you don't eat the top of this. So let's go ahead and give it a shot and see if I can do it the Georgian way. This is a mushroom, Khinkali. There's definitely some herbs in there. It looks like maybe cilantro. But the dough is nice and kind of chewy. The mushrooms give you this very kind of earthy, and this is overall just is absolutely delicious. Trying to keep that juice in the plate. There might be some. There's something else in here that's giving it kind of this. It's very fragrant when you bite into this. So we're almost there. No juice yet. This is delicious. This might be my favorite thing I've tried so far. Last bite. Hey, to my fellow Georgians watching this, that plate is dry, no juice. Master. There's no juice on the plate, but it's all over my hand. But at the end of the day, it's still a win because the plate is dry. All right, so this Khinkali, this one is potato. It shouldn't be as juicy as the mushroom, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. It's definitely thick. It's heavy. This one's good, but honestly, the mushroom one is just 10 times better. No complaints on this. It's just really thick and really heavy, but there's not a lot of juices that you have with the mushroom one, so you don't have to worry about spilling. Georgian food is very heavy, so just be prepared to feel very full. Alright, so next up we got this Lobiani. I honestly thought it was going to be like this big, but it is literally the size of a pizza. On the inside of this is just dough, and on the inside it's just beans. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'm gonna eat this just like a pizza. Just keep it simple. So the dough is very light, kind of fluffy. Kind of reminds me a little bit like a phyllo dough. Beans, kind of sweet, kind of more herbaceous. Beans that are in here are kidney beans. You get this nice char, kind of bitter taste from the char that's on the bottom of the bread. All right, so next up we have here is a dish with walnuts, which walnuts are they're all over the Caucasus mountain region. And cauliflower. So the base of this soup is walnut cream. Kind of very nutty from the creaminess of the walnut. The soup itself is very creamy. You get a nice little crunch. Kind of contrast with the cauliflower. This is a very light, refreshing dish compared to all the bread, the beans, dumplings. This is a nice dish to kind of add into your meal. Keep things light. So I have an ideal. I'm gonna take Lobiani and I'm gonna dip it in the sauce and let's see what kind of food algorithms we can play with. The contrast between the beans and the creaminess of the walnut soup kind of really make this dish a little bit more poppy in your mouth. I think this might be a winner. So the next dish we got here is, I don't know how to say this, Chashnagiri Leselidze. What it is, it's a fried eggplant. It's got a walnut sauce to it, and then there's garlic, cilantro, and on top of it is a pomegranate. So it's definitely a cold dish. You get a nice little crunch from the pomegranate. The fried eggplant gives you like a little bit of a bitter flavor, but it's really a nice contrast to the sweetness of the walnut sauce. But overall, this is a pretty good dish. Nice and creamy. It almost kind of tastes like a dessert. So the inner fat kid in me has contrived of a concoction that I want to try. So I'm going to take the mushrooms that are fried in a clay pot. I'm going to put it inside this Lobiani, and then I'm going to dip it into this walnut sauce. I want to see what kind of flavors we get here. So, you get that kind of, that denseness from the mushroom, kind of combines with the beans and the walnut sauce. This is actually a pretty good way to combine all these different dishes. It was delicious, but Georgian food is extremely heavy. I'm extremely tired. It was a meal that I'll never forget. So my favorite dish, hands down by far, was the Khinkali mushroom. There was just something about just the aggregation of those ingredients that was just... The person with whom I am with recommended this Georgian restaurant. It was absolutely delicious. First time having Georgian food. Before I got here, I didn't really think that there was a lot of vegan, vegetarian options for Georgian food, but after some research, there's actually quite a bit. Also, one thing that helps if you come here and you don't eat meat is that Georgians are unorthodox Christians, so they have a fasting menu, and if you ask for that menu, that is going to be all dishes that don't have meat in them. So now I'm going to head back to the Airbnb. I'm going to call it a night. Got an early morning tomorrow, so if you haven't subscribed, please do that. Hit the like button, hit the bell notifications for future updates.